guys, welcome back to my channel. We're doing a glam makeup look today. Super simple, super easy. Well, I think it's easy, and you'll be, you know what, just keep watching. Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and let's get started. To start off, I'm going to whiten my teeth, because why not? If we're going to start with a base, let's start off with a pretty base. This is a Super Smile. And actually, you just toss it on your teeth, and no prep necessary. And it smells good too. So we've got that going. The next thing we would do is we would put on a little chapstick. This is like a real-time get ready with me. You know, I'm showing you all the steps that it takes me to get ready. It's just Burt's Bees chapstick. I don't even know if I like it or not. Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. Put that all over our skin. I like to put a lot of primer on my face. I like to really work it into the pores. So the first layer of primer I put on, I really work into the skin. Really trying to fill in those pores. And then I put on another layer. I'm running low. That's okay. That's okay. Then I put another layer on my face. And this one I kind of just smooth onto my face. Now I have super oily skin. Well, actually, I kind of have like combination skin, I guess. I mean, at any given season, sometimes when the weather is super hot, it'll dry out my skin. Sometimes when it's super cold, it'll dry out my skin. And I have dry skin, so I mean, really, skin just varies by season, by location. That's another thing to consider if you guys are going on vacation in a different state. You might want to consider bringing like at least 2 varieties of like skincare. Bring the one that you use. I like to bring like a really heavy duty moisturizer. You never know, you know, if you're going on vacation to New York and you're from a warm climate, your skin could react differently to different temperatures. So once this is on my skin, the next thing I did was foundation. You can do your steps in whatever order you want to. Foundation I chose was the Lancome. This is in 260 Bisque, and I like to sunless tan. If I'm doing anything special, remotely special, I will sunless tan. That's just how I like to prepare myself for special things. Now I am using a lot of foundation. That was 3 pumps that I put on there, and I'm probably going to use about 6 to 9 pumps of mascara of foundation, because I like my foundation really heavy, especially since I'm going to powder it. And that way, for your ears, you can see it practically matches my neck. Some of my sunless tanner did rub off. 2 more pumps. So it's not looking as tan as it looked when I was on vacation. I did go down to the pool, and I put that on my eyelids. I put that everywhere. I like cohesiveness. So there is 1 layer of foundation. One layer of foundation all over my face. The hotel actually had this really magnifying mirror, like hanging. I think that's such a smart idea. I actually got one, but I was like, I won't use it, so I gave it away. But now I'm thinking that is so smart to put a magnifying mirror attached to your like bathroom mirror. Yeah, look, I still have some tanner on. I hit my arm on something, I don't know. So I put a layer of foundation on, and that I just like to put everywhere. I like to put on my eyelids, like to put on my whole face, every little space. Then for the eyes, the eye palette I am using is the KKW Beauty eyeshadow palette in Classic Blossom. And this is, I'm going to be using this shade, this shade right there, that dark brown, and then this dark purple. Those are the two shades I'm using. So get yourself an eyeshadow brush. First I'm going in with that dark brown that I showed you, and we put that all over the lid. So we get it all over the lid, and then we take a little bit and we buff it up to the eyebrow. You just bring that shadow all the way to the side of the nose and then up into the eyebrow. And then I, like in a windshield wiper motion, blend that up into the eyebrow. We are going to fill in our eyebrows in a minute. So there we go, we've got just this brown. Now I'm going to go in with the purple and put that just on the lid. I just put brown eyeshadow on this lid. I'm just going in with that purple again. I'm keeping it just to the lid. I think I just said that I am a broken record. But I like putting the purple on top of the brown because see how it adds like a little bit of color, a little pop, a little pizzazz, a little hippity hop, hippity hop, hippity hop. This was such an easy eye look. I mean, just go with it, you know, you could be sloppy. We haven't put our concealer down yet, so just bring that out. I was bringing it all the way out to practically my hairline. Look at that. Look at that. So now I'm going to fill in my eyebrows with this e.l.f. Ultra Precise Brow Pencil in the shade Cool Brown. To fill in my eyebrows, I like to just do a shape that's kind of starting here, where like this line of the nose is, so it'd start here and then go all the way up. I like to go straight up with my brows. Da -da. Da -da. Da -da. Da -da. Da -da. Someday I wish upon a star, wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles smell like lemon drops, above the highest chimney tops, that's where you'll find me. Ain't no rest for the wicked, money don't grow on trees, we got bills to pay, we got mouths to feed, ain't nothing in this world for free. Ooh, that's really straight. That is a fierce brow. Next, we're going to put on our brow gel. Brow gel. Brow gel. This is the Essence Make Me Brow. I think it's comparable to the e.l.f. But this is just going to tint the hairs. And now look at, got a missing spot there. Got a missing piece. I almost look like Daenerys Targaryen. Doesn't his eyes look like Daenerys? Yeah. Now we've got our eyes done. Let's go in with our concealer. The concealer I used is the e.l.f. 16 Hour Wear Camo Concealer in the color, what color? I think I used Fair Beige. Guys, I'm changing up the way I do concealer. I just start with a little dab in the corner of my eye and then a little line out here. And the only reason I'm putting the little line out there is basically to clean up my concealer. Going with a little brush, and I like to just dab the brush because I don't want to move it too much and lose that coverage from the foundation. And what I do is, you see how there's kind of like a line forming there? I go right under that line with the concealer down to the tip of my nose. Well, that crease of the eyebrow. What am I talking about? The crease of the nose. I go down to the... And then you want to make a straight line right under this eyeshadow. And then blend it down. See? So we'll do this eye. Just dab that concealer all the way. See where this line of the nose is? We're just going just under that, all the way down to the crease of the nose. Going inside the crease of the nose and back up. Then on this side, we're doing a straight line and blend down. Super simple. And now, because there's brush strokes, go in with a wet beauty blender and we're gonna blend it out. Take our wet beauty blender and we blend out those lines. And I like to use this triangle one, so you get right up to the eye and then blend it down into the concealer, or blend it down into the foundation. I don't know where my words, can't figure out what to say. And then I was like, oh, I'm losing a little coverage, so go back in with your foundation, just one pump, and we go back in and we cover the cheeks just a little bit more. This also helps the concealer blend. Go back in with our beauty blender. Actually, it's a sponge. I guess it's not a beauty blender. So now that we have that on our eyes, the next thing we're going to do, oh yeah, you know what, forgot, also run a little bit of concealer down the center of your nose, just a teeny bit, and blend that ever so lightly. Yes, we don't want to blend it out, we just want to sort of like set it a little bit. All right, now we go in with this translucent setting powder. Can you focus? It's actually the Lock-It setting powder in the color Translucent, And what I do is I pour some of that into the lid. So quite a bit into the lid. Then you take a dry beauty blender. This is the beauty blender. And I cover my sponge and I set that concealer. And this is important because this is going to brighten up under the eyes, and it's also going to set that so hopefully it doesn't crease. And we're just going to stay under that line. And we will also set this line on top. So basically we're just setting the concealer. Alright. Now we will go in with our contour, and for contour I'm using this is like an e.l.f. brush, and this Tarte Cream Contour. You can see it's actually in the color, it's Breezy Cream Bronzer in the color Seychelles. Seychelles? Seychelles. And the only place I'm going to bronze is this corner of my forehead. This corner of my forehead. This side looks better than this side. I like to just do a square. And then we are going to contour just this hollow of our cheek, just ever so slightly. Draw a line and blend it up. Same with this side. This is just the natural contour of my face, my cheeks. So if your contour, you know, is a little different, then you can put it where yours is. And then I load up my brush and I draw a line under my jaw. And I blend it out just a little bit. Now I really like the harshness of this sort of like pale skin and then this like harsh line. To me, that looks really cool. Okay, we're also going to take a little bit on this exact same brush, and this is another reason I like this brush, is it fits on this. You can make a straight line going down your nose, so that's what I do. That's what I do. And again, this is just the natural line, kind of starting where the eyeshadow is up here and then just drawing straight down to the tip of your nose. And you can see we haven't interfered with this. We haven't interfered with this. Perfection. I like it. I like it a lot. Alright, now we go in with our setting powder, and we're going to set our entire face with this Lancome foundation powder. It's actually the dual finish foundation powder, and this is in the color 210 Clear. 210 Clear. 210 Clear. And what I do is I use the little puffy that came with it, and I just load it up and pat it on. So we want really heavy coverage with this powder. Go down the sides of your nose. We'll put this everywhere except for our under eyes. I just keep wiping it to get more product on it. You can see it's very heavy. That's what we want. And then we do want to set that cream a little bit, because otherwise if you do something like that, it's gonna wipe on your shirt. So make sure if you brought your foundation down your neck, you set it with powder as well. And when you set it, you know, you don't want to get it in those lines, so just stretch your neck. Alright, now we've got that powder on. The next thing we're going to do is, while it's still clumpy, we're gonna go in with our blush. The blush we are using is that Lancome blush. That Lancome blush in Keep Calm and Blush. And it looks like this. And because I didn't bring many brushes with me and I like to be minimal, I just use the brush that's in here, swipe it, and now here is an important technique, right? So we swiped it, we've got it on this side. What you want to do is you want to start back here by the hairline, right above this contour line, and then pull it down just ever so slightly. And I kind of like to create sort of a triangle on my face, so I've got a triangle going like that with my blush. And I'll do it on this side, doing the exact same thing. Alright, got the blush settled. Now we take a big fluffy brush. Actually, we can use this. This is fun. And we are going to dust all our powder off. All the powder, including the powder that's under the eyes. So just dust all of that off. And see, we still have our lines, we still have like our contour lines, but I actually do want to add a little bit more blush, not right now though. Right now we are going to finish the eyes, so we'll put on our mascara, and I'm just using Benefit They're Real. So we'll just coat our lashes with black mascara. This is the KVD eyeliner. And what we're going to do is we're going to start at this inner corner and then drag our eyeliner all the way to this side and then wing it out just a teensy tiny bit. So we'll start in the inner corner right here. And it helps if you kind of rest this a little on your lashes. I was like, what is that? Is that mascara? No, it's a hair clip. If you guys want to see my hair tutorial, it's on my channel. Just go to my channel, EchoingAmy. Go to my channel, EchoingAmy, hit the subscribe button, and my video is there. Yes. And I show you how to get this like Glam, Pageant, Prom, fancy going out. There we go. Just a very subtle, small wing. Same with this side. Remember, we're just starting at the inner corner. And you can rest this on your lashes if you need to. So we do the inner corner and then all the way out to this corner. And then we'll just do a little wing and connect the lines. Alright, now for lashes, let me show you guys. So for lashes, I wore the Ardell Wispies, which are these paired right here. But then I also wore the Ardell 3D Faux Minks. But what I did with the Ardell 3D Faux Minks, if you can kind of see, is I cut them in half. And I will show you what that looks like, because it's really cool. So what I did with these is I just set them on the top half of my eye. So if you look at my eye, but it wasn't this half, it was the other half. And then that way it kind of lifts the eye without, lashes are so hard to stay on the eye, you guys know this, but let me put the eyelashes on. So what I'm doing is I put these sort of on where my pupil, the center of my pupil, out, and I just glued that so they're still resting. And then I have this little piece that I cut off, and I'm going to put that next to this big lash. While these dry, I'm going to go in with a little blush. Well, I already put some blush on. I'm going to put a little bit more. What's more but a little bit more? What's more but a little bit more? Then you can blush the tip of your nose. Okay, now we go in with our bronzer. The bronzer that we're using is, where is it? Alright, we'll do highlight. Highlight I'm using is this I Love Revolution Bronze and Glow. And looks like this. Okay, and we're going to put a little bit of highlight on our inner corner of our eyes, and under our eyebrow bone. And on the center of our nose. And that's it. I didn't put any more because I knew I was going to sweat. And I don't know about you guys, but I don't need extra shine. You know what I'm saying? So for bronzer, I used Laguna bronzer, but honestly, this looks very similar to Laguna. This is from the same palette. So what we do with that is we're just going to go in and sculpt out where we put that bronzer just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit. It smells like chocolate. This is the, I actually think it's a dupe of, from probably some chocolate bar thing. Okay. And now, oh yeah, I forgot. I did put a little powder down the sides of my nose just to make sure that was, so we'll get this Real Techniques brush with that contouring powder, and we'll just make sure we set that nose contour. It's very important. Very, very important. Alright, and I think other than curling the eyelashes, so after I put the eyelashes on, and I hope they're dry, what you do is you go in and you just pinch your real eyelashes together with the fake eyelashes. Oopsies, I got it way too close. I got it too close to the... Now we have the mascara on there, so the goop powder should work to blend those together. Now I don't have my scissors on me right this sec. Alright, the only thing I did was I shortened this little piece of eyelash just a little bit, because it was sticking out a little too far. And now, last thing is a little bit of Hourglass powder. I'm just going to set that on the inner triangle. And that's just going to brighten that up just a little bit more. There we go. Now obviously you guys know that a lot of places are requiring masks, and all of Vegas is requiring masks to go inside anywhere. So for lips, my best solution is just to use lip liner. Forget the gloss, forget the lipstick, because unless it's a matte drying lipstick, but I used the Kylie in the shade Ulta Beauty, which looks like that. If you guys want to know what it looks like, it's that shade. And line my lips. So yeah, I brought like my Buxom lip gloss and stuff, and sure, like when you go sit down at a restaurant, you can pull your lip gloss out and put it on. But I wouldn't recommend wearing it under a mask. There we go. That's the full makeup look. I'll give you guys a close-up. And if you're interested, this did last all day. This is the mask that I wore. Do we love it? It's very like, definitely got covered with makeup. But even with the mask on, this makeup was still in place. Like I didn't lose foundation off my nose, I didn't lose it off my chin or off my face. I did bring with me this just to touch up, but this lasted a really long time. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and head over to my YouTube channel, EchoingAmy, and check out the rest of my videos that I posted where I dye my hair, tone my hair, and right now I'm actually going to finish doing this for the other video. But thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you, and see you in the next video. Bye. Something I forgot to put this nude eye pencil essence in the lower lid. And that's really important because it helps brighten up the eyes and just sort of like make you look more awake and draws more attention to the eyes, which is what, you know, the only thing people can see when you're wearing a mask is your eyes. Your Miss America Miss is Ramona Hibbard from Illinois. There she is, Miss America.